You want to know what to do when someone comes up to you. Want to know what to say to make them go away. Women are supposed to be polite, even docile. See, situations when there are signs where no one speaks. When there are signs of difference, well, I'm demanding a little more outreach and to hold a consequence to those just taught me how to hate. They can't teach kids because of what they did. Because if we allow discrimination to exist openly, freely, and nobody discusses, nobody feels capable of saying, "Hey, address this." I have to identify the scripts that people stick with in situations that are in the moment. And you're the specialist. I want to make sure you hear your voice. Remember that it is not a choice. When somebody is treating you a certain way that you know, stories of that's not what you do. Memories. Just don't be like me and accept their hypocrisy because of, unless you're in a comatose stage, I do believe you still have choice. And because the case study is in 3 different environments, home, school, plus a secret one with 6 different characters doing no good administration. That's a parent to a child and a sibling rivalry. All right, if it's not clear, I'm getting ready to teach my lesson on discrimination, retaliation, all the things I spoke about in 25 safe spaces. If you've been following, thank you so much. You do have to go back in time to see, holy crap, she really did get concussed. I would always fight that urge to turn to dust and rust. It's just that I guess I don't want those that are so corrupt to continue hurting others. And that's where and what I'd like to, and that is what I'd like to discuss.
I don't trust a motherfucker one bit though. Let it go. Shut your pretty mouth. I got a window in my house. I can see home. I don't trust a motherfucker one bit though. Shut up. Everybody shut up.
When somebody wants to do it, that's why you gotta really also listen. Because it's not about that one time. Because the argument is the human body does physiologically trigger a first time and a last time because I refuse to lose my mind over someone else's villainy. I can't imagine them doing the same thing to someone else. That's why survivors and victims live in hypocrisy. I'm telling you my story, and so that this never happens to you. And that's why the experience is all that matters. And that's why I'm going to be bringing the experience of trauma right here. A reflection now of everything I created. Wow, one's past history in order to rocket ship them into a more comfortable space to be, because I wasn't given a classroom in 2015 this is a new world for me. And so what happened in 2013 is what we really have to discuss. Because there's some rules to guide you when you're telling a non-linear story. But all you need to know is I have PTSD, and the only things that guide me are the memories, the best and the worst. I do my best at labeling. But please remember, this was not a skill I used to have because I couldn't tap things. My body pain was so bad that any increase in activity made it worse until I learned some new strategies and tricks. It took years to give up on living. Normally, I had to choose different. But thank goodness I was a special educator. The only mind fuckery were from healthcare and people providers that didn't understand my perspective when I said, listen, unnecessary, I'm aware of disability and also how they're treated. There is a purpose for everything in life. This is how I've lived my entire existence. So why change now? And why my hypothesis was the purpose of CPS delaying this decision for so long is because they're aware of the deadlines of all these organizations that can help. But they have to understand the story, and it's too complex. But I also think they don't have the desire. So my who has power and who has had objective is now perfect of man's existence. Gee, and why is that? This power white? Well, it has to do with labor and who spends their time outside day and night. Didn't you know we didn't have electricity at one point? So really, give thanks, not to a god, but to those who invented it, like flight. And why, if we understand the purpose of the things that exist in our world, we can maybe start asking and answering the only questions that matter. How are we going to fix it? This hatred that's special groups unfurl. This is the whirl, twirl, and swirl. And when I talk about any rape culture, it's about throwing and flipping the opinion and the finger pointing back at the predators, because quite frankly, we've given them way too much leeway, especially when I hear mothers say, if it wasn't for the girls doing this to my son, oh, then let me tell you, lady, you have no idea what your son has done.
Who can create more time?
this is our world, and then what exactly are we doing? And if emotion has a purpose, and I do believe this sadness and these tears are meant to say, stop. It hurts my body. And I've not even read the article, so I'm not sure if I can handle it, quite frankly. So I'm going to let other people deal with the hard stuff. And if that's what allowed me to, what it feels and like, if violence is the way into PTSD, well then I'm pretty sure it's the way out. But at the appropriate individuals, systems, organizations, and societies. Drew the line. Choose a side.